What we're looking at in this video is creating a series of holes on a non-planar or a curved surface. So in a previous video we looked at a way of creating a number of holes in a curved surface using a sketch. In this video we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to look at creating 4 countersunk holes on a curved surface on the inside of this headband here, down at the end of it here. Only this time we're going to use a slightly simpler method. In the first video we just looked at setting up a sketch to define them. This time we're just going to define them using dimensions only. So again, we're going to go to Hole Wizard. We're going to set up the hole type that we want here. Again, countersunk hole. The standard is ISO. Countersunk flat, M2, normal fit through all end conditions. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to go to positions now, and I'm going to select the inside curved surface of the headband here. Now again, as we see, once I select a non-planar surface, SOLIDWORKS automatically brings me into a 3D sketch. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to drop in 2 points at where I roughly want them 2 holes to be there. Okay, I'm going to press escape to get out of the hole position. So you can see there the 2 points are blue, the centers of the holes are blue, they are underdefined. So instead of setting up a sketch now this time, I'm just going to define them using Smart Dimension. Okay, now when I Smart Dimension, I'm Smart Dimension in a 3D sketch. So we want to dimension along either the X, Y or Z directions here. Okay, so what I need to do here is I want to select the center of the top hole first of all, and I'm going to select the center of the origin. Now you can see there it's giving me the shortest dimension there, so it's giving me the straight line diagonal dimension from the origin to the point. I don't want that, that's no good to me. Okay, so I'm going to run through the X, Y and Z directions using the tab key on my keypad until I get the dimension that I want. Okay, so I want this to be in the Z, well the first dimension actually I want this to be in the Y direction. Okay, so I'm going to press tab, my tab key, it's gone in the X direction there, and now we're in the Y direction. Okay, so we're in the Y direction. You can see the Y, the letter Y beside the pencil there. Okay, you can see the Y beside the pencil there. This is the vertical distance from the origin straight up. Okay, so I'm going to select this here and I'm going to define that as 13 millimeters. So that's the height up from the origin that the hole is. Okay, so that's the height up from the origin that the hole is. Okay, so the altitude up from the top plane that the hole is. Now the next one I'm going to dimension there. So Smart Dimension again. I'm going to dimension again from the hole to the origin, and this time I want to get the Z direction. So if we look over here at the directions here, I've already dimensioned in the Y direction. I need to now dimension in the Z direction. So if I go through the tab key again here, I'm gone to the X direction, Y direction, and now I'm in the Z direction. So this is the horizontal distance over from to the left from the origin there. So I'm going to drop that there, and this time I'm going to select 6 millimeters again. Okay, so I'm going to put that in at 6 millimeters there again. So that has basically left our hole there. If we look at here, it's fully defined, it's black now, it's 13 millimeters up from the top plane and it's 6 millimeters out from the front plane there. Okay, or 6 millimeters out from the origin. That is fully defined. I'm going to do the same thing now again for the second hole there. I'm going to select the hole, select the origin. This time I'm going to go through with my tab key till I get the Y direction. Okay, so this one I want to be 5 millimeters up from the top plane. I'm happy with that. Okay, Smart Dimension again. Now I need to get in the Z direction this time. Okay, so I'm going to dimension it in the Z direction. So again, tab key, go through X, Y and Z direction. This time I'm in the Z direction, and that is the distance out from the front plane, and again I want that to be 6 millimeters. Now okay, so there are the 2 of them holes fully defined there now. Okay, I'm happy with them. Press OK and they're cut out. Okay, so just like before in the first video, I've defined them, except this time I used, instead of using a sketch, I've used dimension in a 3D sketch. Okay, so all I have to do again is just to mirror them 2 holes across the front plane, and I'm finished with that then. Okay, so whichever way you prefer, you can do it either way.